I remember when I first thought about wanting to be a salon owner was when I went to beauty school. I was pretty sure that's what I was gonna do. I had done jobs where I was my own boss for quite a while, so it was what I intended. It was an interesting thing. I went to beauty school and got hired by that company to work in one of their salons, which kind of for me was had to be, or it meant I wasn't good enough. So I went to work for them, worked for them for about 3 years, then went to work for an independent salon owner. And all the time I'm trying to watch and pay attention, but inevitably there's a push for you to go. Some of us, and I listen to people as a business coach who's been in this industry kind of a long time. I hear people thinking that it's time, it's what's next, is to be your own boss, to be a leader and a manager. And I think there's things that we don't think about. There were things that I didn't think about. I was a good worker. I was a hard worker. I was always about hitting the goals, reaching higher goals. So all those things achieving. But I feel like what I did was what I knew how to do was create myself a job and then invite people into it, but I wasn't really sure what to do with them in it, assuming everybody would do their own thing, everybody would be responsible, everybody show up on time, everybody would, be responsible in the way they dress, in the way they speak, in the way they take care of customers. That's not always true. It's really not always true. So I think it was a learning experience. Once I made the decision to get my own salon, like finally leap out and do it, I looked, and I think I did it probably the smartest way, in the way that I recommend people do it: find a salon that's for sale. If you can't find one that's for sale, go and talk to owners, reach out to owners. If have you ever considered selling? A lot of people consider selling and don't believe that their business has any value. And it has value to those of us who are looking to get in. And that is, if I don't have to put 10, 20, 50, 200,000 into building a space or redesigning a space, but this space is already known for the thing that I'm going in to do, which was hair for me. It's smart because it's already making money. It may not be the kind of business I want. It may not be what I want for the future, but it definitely is already known as. So that's what I did, is I bought an existing salon. I didn't buy their name and I didn't buy the franchise that I bought into. I just bought the salon, its contents. And then when I bought it, there were 4 people actually working in it. Did I buy them? No. But they kind of came with the business, and my hope and prayer was that I could be a good enough leader to keep them there for a period of time. 50-50. I kept 50%, 50% left after about a year, which is to be expected, because my vision was different. But I went in with a vision, but the truth was not a clear vision. I was very much a hairdresser, looking at how it looked, how it felt to me, how it was as a working environment, not necessarily creating a vision and a mission and a purpose for the business. So what happened was what happens to most owners, is that you go in, you work hard, and for me, 90% of my money was staying in the business to keep it rolling till the next week and the next week and the next week. And I assumed that at some point in time I would make money off of it, because that's what you assume, right? As a business owner, the longer you're at, the more profit you'll make. And what I realized several years into it, had some tragedy, had some real life stuff happen where I had to make some clear decisions about what am I going to do. And I reached out to a coaching company because I didn't know what to do. I was working hard, and the business was, I would say, stable, but not going anywhere. So I ended up hiring a coaching company, which was terrifying because I already wasn't making any money, and then they're asking me for money. It was just crazy. But anyway, what I learned is I gave myself a job, and I gave other people a job, but I didn't know what to do with all of us. I didn't have any systems and structures in place. Kind of everybody did whatever they wanted to do. I didn't know how to control that. I made up rules as they came at me and I needed to. So it's really, I'm going to say, inside of here as an owner, if you can relate to just making it up as you go. it's exhausting, and it doesn't build credibility with your people. Your people have to know that you're stable. And even though it's kind of like kids, they don't like rules and regulations, but they thrive inside of it. Does that make sense? And our service providers are like that as well. We all thrive within boundaries, and we all need boundaries. We all need to know, how far can I go this way? How far can I go this way? What's the rules? What's the guidelines? So for you to stop and think about, what's the purpose? If you find yourself really working hard, it's time to reevaluate the business. Like, what are you doing? Just stop and think, what was my purpose? What did I want to do? Where has it gone? And all is well. It doesn't mean that it's a bad thing. It means that right now you have the opportunity to stop, slow down, breathe, and decide where you want to go. What do you want to do? Excuse me. What do you want to do? What do you want the business to look like? And now you can make some choices. So as a salon owner, look at how much money you guys bringing in. What's the possibility? What's the average service ticket? What is your overhead? What do you have to? Did you go in charging the prices that you did where you were at before, which is 99% of us? When we start over, we start with the same thing. So our whole goal, which is funny, is to be different than the people that we left. We're going to be better. We're going to be different. But we use the same structure that we had when we left. So it's really about looking at your own business. What can you do? And we'll talk again about budgets and what you should be looking for. But first and foremost, stop and think about, what did you want? And are you there? Are you on the right path? And if you're not on the right path, it's okay, because now you're thinking about it and you have the ability to take it to the next level. You can take the business wherever you want to go if you have a game plan, and then you put out some structure to follow your own game plan. And for most of us as owners, I think one of the reasons that a coach works for me and why I feel like I'm a great coach for people is I help you stay in line with what your goals are. And most of us, when we don't have somebody helping us guide us, we lose our way and we go back to what we know. So it's really just having somebody on your side, pushing you to having what you want to have. So reevaluate, what do you want? Where are you going? What are you going to do different than every other salon in your area? What are you offering that's different? And please don't say something like, we do great customer service, because every salon owner and every service provider I talk to, that's what they say. We do this great. A lot of people do that average. What is great customer service? If you haven't been out of your own salon, if you haven't gone to another place and seen what do they do great, what do they not, you don't know. I'm surprised at, like, I go into salons, I get treated in salons, so I can say I'm a customer and I know what I want, and a lot of times service providers have no idea what I want. And it's because you haven't been a customer. So go out, be a customer, see what's out there. Who's your competition? You may think you know, because what it looks like on the outside, people look at you and think you're all that success. And the truth is, you're inside like a duck on water. You're paddling so hard underneath and trying to look so smooth on the top. But the truth is, all of us are doing the same thing. We don't want people to know we're struggling. But we're struggling because what we learned how to do was a technical skill called hair, skin, nails, massage. What we didn't learn how to do is run a business. And that's a whole different skill set. So it's okay that we don't know how to do it, but if we keep trying to do the same thing, practicing insanity, do the same thing over and over, expect a different result, rather than stop and ask somebody to get you here. All of us are fighting so that beauty school stays and that people have to graduate beauty school before you can come out and work on customers for the good of everyone. And it's the same thing with businesses. You need to have business skills and business savvy and business knowledge to run a business. Salon Spa Business Solutions. This is Deb. This is one video. There's many more for you to choose from. Take a look, see what you need. I'm here to help at any point in time. Please give us a call. Have a great day.